Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer, and we are returning to our Hearts of Iron Let's Play. We've conquered all of India, and I think it is time that we really start pushing very strongly against the Western allies. Let's see what we can do to that effect. So, there are a couple of things that I wanted to do. Most of them do refer to the air-naval situation, but let's also think about our ground forces. Now, our ground forces haven't really been upgraded for a while, and I think there were good divisions to fight in the east. They are relatively infantry heavy, only one artillery brigade, otherwise it's mostly infantry, with engineers, support artillery, field hospitals, recon detachment, and signal companies. Now all of that is pretty fine. It has been serving us pretty well, and I was honestly loathsome to change too much here because mostly of the supply use. I didn't want to go overboard with the supply usage. Nevertheless, let's add some more artillery now, because now we're going to be fighting in the west. I think it's going to be fine to be using some artillery instead of some infantry. That means that our organization is going to go down. Our supply use is actually going to go up fairly significantly. But with more soft attack, I think that's a good trade-off. Piercing is still fine, so I was thinking whether we should change maybe our support artillery for anti-tanks. Sure, that would give us a lot more piercing, but we haven't really been facing off against too many tanks so far, so the AI doesn't seem to be doing too much of that. So honestly, yeah, it does increase combat width a little bit, just by 1. I think it's fine though. Let's save that up and let's be happy about that. Now, the other thing I wanted to change though is we're doing fairly well on fuel at this point because we've got the Caucasus. So I think we could replace our cavalry recon either with some motorized recon. That wouldn't be too bad because it gives us a little bit more reconnaissance, but most importantly it does increase breakthrough a little bit, and yes, it does require fuel, but it doesn't actually change supply usage, so that might be a thing to do. The other alternative here that I'm really thinking about is armored recon companies. I kind of like that idea. It would give us a little bit of armor. It would actually increase our breakthrough by a lot and our soft attack by a little. So maybe that's a good choice. You know what? Let's actually make one other change first, and that is on the motorized divisions. I think you've got most motorized recon companies. Could we replace that? Yeah, we could. What would that really do? It would increase breakthrough by a lot, soft attack, hard attack, and armor. Honestly, I think this is probably the better choice here to do it this way. That means we're going to have 1,700 light tanks in our depots. That's going to be alright. And then let's take a look at the infantry again. And here we are going to change that to... If we were to change that, we'd be short by 1,000 or so. But I think that underestimates the effect because it doesn't recognize that we already did that on the motorized stuff. Nevertheless, let's save that up. And then let's take a look at our medium, quote-unquote, tank battalions. And let's free up some light tanks here. So that's going to free up 1,000 light tanks. I think that's a fairly fine change. It does require more medium tanks, but we've got a lot of these. So yeah, let's go ahead and make these changes. Right, that's pretty much it. On the naval side, we have a couple of guys that are currently operating down here. And honestly, so far they haven't really been doing too much. So honestly, let's actually send you towards the Bay of Biscay. And we're going to move you off the African coast too. And we're going to have you operate here and hopefully look a little bit for other equipment. And we're going to add a couple of more guys here. You guys are actually going to go on a patrol in this vicinity here. And that should hopefully allow us to at some point invade the United Kingdom down here. We've got some air operations here, I think, so that's great. We've got some air operations all over the place. You guys really shouldn't be doing this. Let's stop with this. Air recon, yeah, we don't need to do that. Can we do some air recon over here? I guess we could. So let's actually send you over the south of England. That should be okay. These fighters, well, honestly, again, we don't really need them, but we're going to send them down here and have them fly over the southern India. Should be cool. And then you guys, do we need you anywhere? I don't think we do. Could send you... Well, maybe over the Middle East. Doesn't sound like a terrible idea. Okay, let's send you over the Middle East, and then we've got a couple of guys here who can potentially also fly over the Middle East and support our attacks there, and at least our allies. Yeah, maybe. I think that's a good idea. We've got a lot of guys here now flying over England. I did move in some guys in between episodes. We've also got a couple of naval strikes here, so let's see how that is going to work out. And then the big thing is this over here. Our Marines are now tasked to attack the Azores Islands, and then maybe we can hop over to the United States, or at least get in a position to do that in the mid-run. So that would be fantastic. So let's try to do that. Now I want to move in a couple of our naval squadrons, right? So we've got a lot of light cruisers sort of being all over the place here. You guys, I think, should support invasions. That's the Schlesien and Schleswig-Holstein. Yeah, let's do it. That's going to be alright. And then we've got the Hochseeflotte, who's going to be on a strike force mission in all of this. And then we're going to add the Mid-Atlantic Gap towards this. And I suppose the Bay of Biscay too. What are you guys doing? You're on a strike force mission? No, let's set you up towards patrolling as well. You guys are all standard light cruisers, right? And you're the Standardleichte-Kreuzer. Yeah, that's not confusing at all. Yeah, but we're going to be alright that way. We've got some mine layers. They've been, I think, relatively unsuccessful. But they are operating here, so yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, without further ado, let's resume the game over here and really start to get going. I'm hoping that that should all turn out fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Marines, that's the Marine Sturm, and I'm going to ask them to start this attack whenever we can. It's going to take a while for that to be really effective. By the way, can we ask Spain to join? Invite a faction. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, not really. Can we improve relations? Yeah, we can. That's right. I think it would be great if we could have them. Right, other than that, decisions. Oh, we can reopen the hump. Yeah, sure. We're certainly not going to do that. We want the Japanese to win if at all possible, so that would be great. There's also some other... Oh, war propaganda against Siam. You know what? War support is fairly low. We are not going to start a war against Siam, but it would still be good to get a little bit more war support. So, yeah, I kind of like the idea. What's going on here? Just nothing really. Oh, port strike, that's more important. Well, just a single destroyer sunk there. Not a big deal, but still nice to see. Italians are still operating here. Submarines are still operating here. I need to keep a little bit of an eye on what's going on here, because we'll need to see whether our invasion fleet runs into any big trouble. So far it doesn't, but I'm not entirely sure why you guys aren't operating. Iberian coast. We don't have enough naval superiority in the Iberian coast. Well, that's understandable. Let's remove you guys from here for the moment so that you're gonna settle a little bit more in this vicinity specifically. Maybe once we have more troops down here, or more ships, they might be a little bit more successful. I don't know though. I really don't know. Paratroopers done. Lovely. That's very, very great. Honestly, since this is themed around the tanks, let's actually start researching some tanks, and I know some of you guys have been waiting for that. Let's go for it. Let's go for a mouse tank here. I think it's going to be fun, if nothing else. It's probably not the best thing that we can do, but you know what? It's going to be fun. It's going to be amazing to see how these guys are going to perform in combat, at least. I'm not sure what decision is being referred here. We are still producing some standard CELs here, so let's go for the new. You know what? You can decommission you. Let's build some more down here. Radio interception group done, lovely too. I do want to get another set of guys down here at some point. Can we research anything that's going to be useful? Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Why not? Okay, what are you guys doing? You're going to be infiltrating the UK Navy. That's fine. And then everyone else is building up some stuff down here, are you? Yeah. That's okay. You have infiltrated the civilian administration. Probably not the most, the highest priority, but still. Oh, we did build the paratroopers, right? So let's have a look at you guys. Your combat width is not great. You can be supported by a lot of things here. I would like to give you some support artillery. Oh, look at the organization drop though. But it nearly doubles your soft attack, so I think it's going to be a good choice to do that. I don't think we need support anti-tank. I don't think we need support artillery. You've got piercing. You've got enough piercing, really. Your breakthrough is kind of horrible, but probably you might actually be more in a defensive setup. If we paratroop you in. Do we want to give you... Well, the organizational drop is something that I kind of dislike, really. Signal company, initiative, breakthrough. Yeah, but we need to be careful not to drop our organization too much. Let's go for the engineering company. I think that's great. Combat with here really is not good enough. Yeah, let's get one more. And you're going to be paratroopers. You obviously are going to have elite status. And do we see... Yeah, we've got paratrooper divisions, so let's save that up. Can we get something better here? Paratroopers? Nah, well, it's fine. Right, can we train you? No, we can't, because we don't have enough special forces. We'll need to be mindful about that. Yeah, I think there's little that we can do to really help out there immediately. We could retrain some of our mountain divisions. You know what? We're going to do that with at least... No. We're going to do that with at least one of our mountain divisions. You guys, Gebirgsdivision 939. You're going to be changed towards paratroopers. There we go. By the way, how's everyone doing? So, we did change our templates quite a little bit. Let's make sure that we are training you guys up to the... sort of to the new standard at the very least. I think a lot of these things are going to be lasting not too long, but we're going to need to see. Right, losing some ships. Yeah, there's still a lot of convoys here, and we still do not have enough naval superiority here for this attack to go through, which I really kind of dislike. 43%, and we need 50. Why do we only have 43% down here? We've laid 1 billion mines. Enemy supremacy. Yeah, they still have stuff that is in the vicinity, isn't there? Right, do we have any recon companies? Well, we can potentially take you guys, bring you down here, and then send you over towards this area. On sort of port and naval strikes. That should hopefully give us a little bit. And do we have any more recon? I thought we had at least one more recon plane. Where are our recon planes? We have 200 here? No, we don't. We do, of course, have a lot of you guys who don't really have any orders. So, yeah. Must be mostly bombers, though. It's ticking up slowly, but only very slowly. You guys all doing your convoy raiding thing, so look at that. Eight convoys destroyed. Lots and lots of convoys being destroyed. Curious to see that they're sailing so close to the coast here. Is there anything else that we can do? Well, we've got more submarines. You could jump over there. You guys all repairing and training in the Black Sea because we don't really have anyone else who we can pull in. That's a shame, really. 46%. Intel efficiency 56. Anything we can do over there? Iceland. You guys have some trouble over here? Apparently you do. What's up with the supply situation here? You guys are an independent nation. Why are you not giving me any supplies? That really is curious. Lots of pilots being shot down. Oh, for the first time we are actually short on rubber. Well, isn't that curious? And on the other hand, we have a little bit too much aluminium. How can we be short on rubber? Got a couple of naval divisions here. Yeah, you guys can't operate either. That's a bit of a concern. Okay, most of our infantry divisions seem to be doing fine. You guys are just the defensive forces. I don't think you actually need to train up. You guys can train up, that's for sure. Pod strike results. What do they have here? Not much. Just a couple of convoys. Just a couple of light ships. Destroyers mostly. Yeah, but 46. This is going very slowly. It is going up, but very slowly so. I'm really not sure what we can do up here for Iceland. Losing some stuff. That was an actual warship. How's the situation looking down here, by the way? So they've got around 10 divisions. I don't think we want to send in more troops here. Wunderwaffe done. Lovely. So we do now have more stuff there. We could go for Ostwald. Doesn't really do much for us, of course, other than adding land fort construction speed. Befriending Turkey, not a bad idea. Or actually crossing the Atlantic. I think these are pretty much the only ones that are remaining here. Tunbaum, there's no point in attacking Switzerland. Okay, let's befriend Turkey. That might at least allow us to pull out some troops there. Might be okay. Another destroyer sunk. We are evidently not really striking the Scottish Highlands. So maybe if we shift this to Scotland over here. Let's see whether we are going to attack the home fleet here. Which might actually be the best thing that we can do to actually increase that. Ooh, look at this. The Chiffons has lost 8 submarines. On the other hand, we have sunk quite a couple of other of their ships here. So that is kind of okay. How are you guys doing? Any of these pilots dead? Yeah, you are. Let's exchange you for someone else then. We are losing a lot of planes here, I suppose. Ooh, look at that. Nah, just a destroyer. We are presumably losing a lot of planes here. They've got more than 5,000. So, during the last couple of days, we lost 300 fighters. They lost 500, though. We did lose quite a couple of bombers, too, though. On the other hand, I think we're doing fine if we're sinking that many ships. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. There's a CV here. We didn't do really damage it, but still... that is at least good to know. Can we send in more planes? We should have more planes, right? Yeah, let's grab these tactical bombers. You're pretty much elite too. So let's grab you over here. And let's send you to Scotland on port strike missions. During the day, that's fine. Destroyer sunk over here, and we've got quite a lot of intel now. We've got a lot of ships here. They've got a lot of ships. Unfortunately, we can't really destroy them just like that. Okay, we've got more ships here. Can we build more? I would prefer you build these ships over, for example, building this one. Presumably, we don't even need that many light cruisers. We also have actual military factories here. Because could be converted. I don't like that idea very much. Not sure that improvement there is going to be that useful. Okay, let's build a couple more fighters here. Because very soon I think we should be getting the new fighter. Yeah, it's just a single day here. Great! Let's take a look at this guy. So, that means we've got the 500 air experience. We did actually save that up. So let's take a look at the new fighter here. We're going to create a variant immediately. That has the best engine that we can afford. Agility, max speed, that's pretty good. We probably want at least a reliability of 88. And I think some more range might be good. That's a little bit too expensive now, but we can save it up like this. Let's save it up. Let's decommission the original variant. And then let's change our fighters, here they are, to the new standard. Does that require more rubber or something? I don't think... well, apparently it does require more aluminium. We're going to see whether that's truly the case, but until then, let's see over here. I would also like... now, we are already researching that. That's lovely then. All of these things might be very useful. Anything in industry? Yeah, I'm not sure. All of this is fine. You know what? I think it is time that we go for atomic research. We've got a very good bonus here, so ultimately that might be fun to drop some nukes. So let's do it. Some pilots being promoted, that's okay too. And let's keep an eye here on the trade. Set up. Ooh, British operative captured. Okay, we do need more aluminium. Vichy, can you grant us quite a bit of that? Thank you. The Red Baron being shot down. So I think that these probably are just strikes that we are seeing occurring over the south of England, right? Ooh, Hood being damaged at least, so that's neat. Right, especially the fighters. I'm a little bit concerned about the amount of notifications we are getting here. But I think it is a good point to try to drive them down. Come on, how are we looking here? 48%. Intel efficiency is getting higher. But didn't we really have... I thought we had at least one more Recon plane somewhere. Am I really mistaken? Or is that attached to some... Oh, it's over here. Right. I'm just blind. Didn't want to set it up here, did I? No, did want to set up down here. So let's get here. And maybe that's going to help? I don't actually know. But it might very well. It's ticking up. 48%. So at some point we will see them launching that attack there. Sinking single destroyers here is not the way to go. But over time I think we are going to provide some attrition. And the more ships we are sinking, the fewer ships can fight at us. So that's good. That's done too. Great. Let's send you guys back to London, and you, my friend, are also going to be operating in, let's say, Pennsylvania. So that's cool. Yeah, losing ships here is not losing planes here is obviously not great, but 6.5% to Royal Sovereign. That is really neat. That is really, really good. Just a couple of convoy battles here. Yeah, our war support is kind of dropping back and forth all over the place. Okay, we're guessing. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Unbeknownst to me, these guys have actually landed down here, which is fantastic news, obviously. So let's try to grab as much of this island as we can. Because, just look at this, 144 rubber. That is fantastic. That actually means that we probably don't need to buy that much anymore very soon, as soon as we've got the control over this area here. Which is fairly lovely, isn't it? Could try to get the Edelman Sea under our control a little bit better even. But it's not crucial. Okay, so you guys, I need to keep an eye on this because I don't exactly know. War support. I don't exactly know what's going to happen once these guys have basically conquered all of that. Whether they're going to try to sail towards the Atlantic and join their buddies up here. I just don't know. Hermes and Royal Sovereign suffering further damage. It's going to be slow going there, but I think over time we are going to see that being very useful. Right, you know what? You guys can potentially join up on this too. Just enjoy the fun over here. You're shooting down a lot of our planes, but if we can sink a couple of capital ships for that, I'm all going to be for it. Yeah, even destroyers are going to be fine. Ah, look at that. Now these guys are getting going, so that's great. What are you doing? Okay, fine. You actually lost all of your orders. That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind that. That's actually kind of fine. So where do we think we should strike next? I think the Dutch East Indies are an extremely tempting target. I'm just hoping that Japan would be doing something down here. There also seems to be an important naval task force there. So can we get you guys maybe down here? Let's try to do some port strikes there. Maybe? I don't know. Let's try. Would be fun. Yeah, you guys don't do anything over here, but you can get over here. And also do port strikes, please. Right, where are we going to send you? Arabia, Oman, Yemen? You guys are not at war against us, are you? There is a little bit of oil here and there, and the main reason to grab that would actually be to deny to the enemy rather than try to get it ourselves. But I'm also very tempted by British Malay here due to the rubber situation. We do have some troops over here, so we could try to reinforce that. Okay, you know what? Let's try to get a naval invasion going from here towards, let's say, there. That's going to be the first thing here that we try. And then we do keep an eye on the situation over here. You guys are sailing forth now. That's great. We are losing a little bit of fuel, but that's actually cool because that's kind of how it should be. Losing fuel in offensive action. Okay, you guys have actually reached the Suez Channel there. Nice. Good work. Okay, I'm kind of nervous about this because if the Royal Navy is going to sail out in force, we're not going to be able to stop it. Not by a long shot. Ooh, look at this. So what? Ooh, Jesus. You've got 1 carrier, 6 heavy cruisers, 7 light cruisers, 4 battleships, and 35 destroyers here. Lots of damage on Royal Oak, though. Let's see. Nice. Actual battle over here. Although I'm not sure whether that means that there is a battle developing close to us. It's really kind of difficult to say. And the big question is, are we going to attack Yunnan to help out in China? It would help out the Japanese potentially a little bit. So I don't know. Seems like we're doing good work here. It's extremely slow going. This is attritional warfare at sea, really. Let's see. Okay, we are losing planes to trains to strikes. Why? Because I don't believe that Vichy France has landed in the Isle of Man. That was unexpected. That was really unexpected. Rubber, we don't need you anymore. We've got some, thank you very much. Right, can we actually support them over here by, for example, building an airbase? No, we can't. That would have been very nice. That would have been very nice. Come on, guys, come on. Ooh, here we go. New Panzerwehrkanone. So nice. Do we want to go for the support artillery here? Heavy howitzer, autoloader, soft attack on sort of all artillery. Extremely useful, but our main concern here should be the air war, I think. We've got a fair number of naval bombers. We could try to research that slightly ahead of time. Scout planes might not be too bad either, as could be strategic bombers. How much better is the naval targeting here, naval attack? 25, that's a quarter. It's not too bad. And the range is much better. Let's go for the Fokker Wolf. It's going to be a good upgrade. And then what we can do is take a look at the... No, we don't need that, but let's take a look here at the Panzer IV. Because you guys have the improved high velocity cannon. Can we look at something better? We've got the improved high velocity cannon, that's what we've got. Medium cannon. Piercing is pretty high for now. Honestly, we don't need it. Is that something heavy? Advanced heavy cannon? So what exactly did that give us? It gave us the advanced high velocity cannon. It doesn't really say what it is, whether it's a heavy cannon, and it gave us the advanced heavy cannon and the autoloader, which does give us defense and breakthrough. Okay, so it's something that we should be looking at for our heavy tanks first. So let's take a look here at the Tiger with the heavy armaments. You could now go for the advanced, right? And indeed the advanced high velocity cannon is a high... It's a heavy cannon, as you would sort of expect. Look at the piercing here, 222. You know what? I was thinking that I would pick the advanced heavy cannon, but it is only 5 soft attack at the expense of 5 hard attack, a lot of piercing, and actually speed and reliability. That's amazing. Okay, this one it is. That means we can actually bump up the armor, I think, a little bit here, because the speed should only really match 8 kilometers per hour. Reliability goes down a little bit here, but it's not too bad. 1.2%. A lot more heart attack, a lot more soft attack, a lot more armor, a lot more breakthrough. I like it. I really kind of like it. You've got the stabilizer. What else did we get? We did get the stabilizer and the autoloader, right? Would be much better defensively. The defense on these guys is actually horrendous. It's almost as good as in breakthrough, but it does lend itself to a little bit of defense. Okay, you know what? Let's take the autoloader. Honestly, we might get rid of this thing. So, you know what? Let's actually change that again. So, you guys are going to be the stabilizer, and then instead of the what is that, squeeze ball adapter, we are going to look at an autoloader. Yeah, I like it. There we go. That's an adaptation of our heavy tanks, and that allows us to grab them somewhere. Tiger 1. Decommission. Tiger 1A. You're going to be producing that. Okay, good. Panzer 4. Maybe these guys first. Leopard. Breakthrough is fine. Armor's fine. I don't think we need to do any upgrade here. You're going to be alright. Panzer 4. Again, maybe instead of the smoothbore adapter. No, you know what? We're going to be alright here. I like it. Good. Let's actually take a look here at the naval situation. I think we can go with a slightly higher speed here. Non-aggression pact with Simon. Yeah, sure. We're going to take that. Ace pilots being promoted, and you know what? Here we go. That's it. That's our first actual naval invasion over here. We are immediately suffering from low supply. We've got a similar amount of soft attack. What's your organization like? 48. What's our organization like? 80. Twice as much per division, and we've got 4 times as many divisions. We are certainly going to win here, and actually you're ramping up your soft attack here. Fairly lovely. What's your choice? Yeah, I think this is somewhat better than what the defender is picking here. So the big question is, are they going to intervene here navally? Are they going to send out the Royal Navy to the home fleet to do anything about this? So far it doesn't necessarily look like that, but that can change rapidly. These attacks here are not going anywhere, and I'm not sure that they will. Let's try to poke them. We're going to send our guys forward just shortly here. Who dares wins. And here we go. That looks a lot like we actually conquered the Otsoris here. That means we're going to build this up, obviously, with a U-trade installation. There we go. And some airbase, please. And I presume some naval base would be in order too, wouldn't it? And here, you know what? Let's build it up slightly. Just in case they're going to try to be sneaky over there. And that's a good thing for us to do. By the way, notice that we are building up some of these guys there. Azuris, Vorpommern. This is all going to be somewhat not highly prioritized, but still fine. Okay. Good. Yeah. Nice. Guys, get rid of this order. Your next order is going to be to plan a naval invasion from here towards the Bermudas. I know that's a way off, but I think it is going to be a good thing for us to be having that. This down here? No, that's Portugal. That's good. Anything over here? Also Portugal, I presume? Yeah. or Portugal. We could try to lead our way to South of America as well, instead of trying to go for Bermuda. It's kind of the same sea zones, but down here there should be a lot of aluminium, right? Yeah, in the Netherlands. That is a tempting target. Okay, you know what? Let's stick with it this way first, and take our guys here and reallocate them towards the North Atlantic Ridge as well. That's fine. By the way, navally, you guys down here, you're doing that. That's okay. How's the situation here? We did sink the HMS Malaya and some Dutch ship. That's good. Another heavy cruiser sunk there, and just a couple of convoys. I can't see any more naval presence down here, at least not for now. So that's alright-ish. How about over here? Yes! Hermes sunk. Nice. Nice. Very good. Very good indeed. How's the situation looking here? Okay, our guys are slowly but surely coming into play. Let's actually get here first. I want to get you all into this hex first, please. Thank you. Thank you. All of them. All of them. Oh, stop. Good. Let's try to get towards Alexandria. I'm not entirely sure this is going to work, but it just might be. Look at that. Some of them are actually dropping out of the fight here. So maybe? Who knows? Good. Ooh, free dockyards. Free dockyards are good dockyards. We can use them. So let's do it. Nice. Speaking of, so you guys, lots of submarines and a couple of light cruisers. Light cruisers, join up with you guys. 6 submarines. We're gonna send some of you guys there and there and there. Yeah, let's make them to be groups of 6. That should be alright. Yeah, fine. Fantastic. I love it. Good, good, good. We should see more and more fighters now operating off the newer type, operating over England. So let's briefly check on how the air war is doing here over here. They actually sent in more fighters than they did before. 6? That's a lot. Still, they're losing about as many planes as we are. We're losing more bombers, they're losing more fighters. Our bombers are doing strategic bombing of what exactly? I think of the air bases, right? Not sure who's operating here. Oh yeah, that's just because of this base there. It's kind of funny that they're actually attacking the home base there. Right, so you guys do go ahead with your naval plans whenever you can. And you might be able to do that down here already. That's great. Just a destroyer. I should have clicked on that to find out what they actually have down there. Destroyer, 2 destroyers. Okay, so this is a battle of the English Channel. That means these guys are out in the channel and mucking about somewhere over here. Let's see whether we can find them. There are naval battles that are happening here. Ace pilot's being promoted. Good. You guys are still training up. Why? Nah, just like that. Another heavy cruiser sunk down here. What's that? That's Jacob von Hammerskake. So another Dutch East Indies group. Oh, they're actually defending over here, but very weakly. Singapore still operating. Okay, they've come back to port. Yeah, I think they're receiving too much damage here. Ooh, Nelson sunk. Nice. And Eagle damaged. Comet and Furious sunk as well. Yeah, see? Remember that time when we were sailing submarines through the English Channel and they were being completely wrecked? Look how the tables have turned. The moment they come out to play, we're pretty much decimating them. Do we know much about the state of naval affairs? I think we should, right? Yeah, so you've got 3 battle cruisers, 8 battleships, still 3 carriers, courageous and 2 courageous class, 1 eagle class, revenge class, Queen Elizabeth, Admiral Renown. Admiral I think is fairly old, isn't it? Yeah, they don't have the best ships here now. Even in terms of destroyers, well, it's sort of a mixed picture. But yeah, how many destroyers have you got? 100. That used to look a lot worse. That used to look significantly worse. Okay, what can we do over here in the United States operationally? We can infiltrate... No. That's all the UK. Force Intelligence, Capture Cipher, Navy, Air Force. Let's infiltrate the Navy. I'm kind of interested to see how that is going to work out. Let's see. I really want to find out. Good, you know what? I think with that, we can put in a cut here, and let's take a look at how the situation is going to develop in naval terms and in sort of everything else. 2, of course. Another destroyer sunk. Lovely. We're certainly going to win over here, and then I think we're going to go somewhat into the Dutch East Indies. Up over here, it seems to me like at least we have created a bit of a breakthrough. So that's good. And if we can capture Alexandria, I think the situation here on the supply side is also going to be much better. So that looks pretty good. There we go. Let's have you got all of this. I think that's great. Our supply is now going to look much better. Their supplies not necessarily going to be that much better, but at least it's not going to be horrible either. So that's fine. You know what? One of you should potentially stay in Alexandria because it is such an important base. And let's support our buddies here. Maybe we can overwhelm them. Kick them back a little bit further. Certainly wouldn't be too bad to grab that airbase here too. And that would be fun. Right, 6 destroyers sunk just from our light cruisers. Look at how little damage we received in turn. So I'm really happy about my light cruiser design, but we actually do need to get the British to sail from this. Warspite damaged. Oh, look at that. Courageous and Rotney sunk. Courageous and Rotney. And Eagle. Does that reflect in the naval intel here? Yeah, just a single carrier left. We are suddenly devastating them. I'm really happy that we did send more airplanes over there. I do need to be a little bit mindful that we don't lose too many planes here. We also shy on light tanks. You know what? Let's actually change that up over here. So we're going to change that again to medium tank, which should at least give us some perspective here on more light tanks and such. Should be fine, should be fine. Right, that being said, I think now is a good place to put in a cut. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Do leave a like, and I hope to see you around next time. We might actually start to think about invading the United Kingdom directly here instead of doing this. Let's see, I think we need slightly more Marines, and for that we probably need at least the research here into Special Forces. 40 days is not too long though. So maybe that's going to work out. Let's see. I'm very intrigued. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.